A very good afternoon to you and welcome to iRadio Afternoon News. First, here are the headlines. The Commissioner of Uror County in Jonglei State says at least 24 people have been reportedly killed in a cattle-related violence in the area over the weekend. Authorities in Ruweng administrative area have released 4 men who have been reportedly under military detention on orders of Awarpen County Commissioner. At least 24 people have reportedly been killed in cattle-related violence in Uror County of Jonglei State over the weekend. This is according to Tang Chantim, the area commissioner. Chatim says the fighting that erupted on Friday lasted for 3 days, also left scores others wounded. He says the authorities in the area have arrested 4 suspected cattle raiders involved in the violence. Chatim disclosed that his administration have been engaging the 2 communities in the last 24 hours to cease the hostilities. He spoke to iRadio this morning from Uror town.
12 people have been killed from side of Bauer and 12 people also killed from side of Blaumer. So when we talk, we conclude the meeting and we agree that there will no fighting between these 2 communities because we are brothers and sisters. There is no any fighting at all among the community. Our resolution, we agreed with 3 things. One, we agreed that the issue of the criminal, those who are arresting the cattle and killing people on the road, we agreed that if the youth or the soldiers reach into the max food of the cattle we are beheading, and those people, if they fire people with guns, then immediately will be response. And if there is any one of the criminals who have been killed, there will be no compensation.
Over the past years, Jonglei State has experienced endless waves of communal violence, mainly fueled by revenge attacks, cattle raiding, and banditry. Authorities in Ruweng administrative area have released 4 men who have reportedly been under military detention on orders of a Awarpen County Commissioner. Yesterday, an MP representing Ruweng at the Transitional Legislative told iRadio that Francis Kwol Lwal, Arop Ngol Nial, Majok Ajang and Arop Machar Dao were arrested on 14th February and later transferred to the Army headquarters of Division 3 in the area. They were arrested after rejecting an order by the area chief creating 2 counties of Abiamnom East and Abiamnom West. Peter Dao Chapkwer also allegedly changed their names to Awarpen and Abianom. The changes, Honorable Bataria alleged, caused division among the indigenous community there. However, Honorable Monroe confirmed to iRadio in an update that the 4 men, all civilians, have been released yesterday.
إطلاق السراحهم للنهاية في بيوتهم الآن منهم بار الساعة 5 ده أطلقوه. هاي قاعدين مع أسر ما قاعدين في اعتقال ولا في سجون. أنا عارفين الناس دول لفقوا وأنا كلمت قائد المنطقة جماعة ديل دارين يخطلوا جريمة في رقبتك. لا أنت زول عسكري وديل ما يرتكب أي جريمة تكذب منهم وطلعوا يسمع مني أنا. لكن هم يتحايلوا كلهم عشان يعذبوا المواطنين الكذب ساكت. ما دارين يسمعوا كلامي بطلع ما بجيب مع الحاجة غلط.
Honorable Bataria Monroe spoke to iRadio this morning. You are listening to iRadio Afternoon News. Traders plying the Juba-Yei Road have accused the South Sudan People's Defense Forces of extorting money from them through mounting illegal checkpoints. Some of those who spoke to iRadio called on the state and national government to abolish the illegal checkpoints from Kaya-Yei and from Juba-Lanya-Yei Morobo roads. They say they are counting losses and the businesses are collapsing due to extortion along the road carried by SSPDF. They spoke to iRadio at the weekend.
Baba de katu pisikani ai mahal dar guru soko ai mahal dar yara zerasa gua tan nafika mabak darasan bosu soko
جوز كانجا يلا في سيك فوين هناك بعد ما عرف عربية كانت أجر عربية ده عارف بكلمه قال أنت بيطلع 50,000 بيجي قسمه أنت عندك كذا بيصير حاجة من هنا أنت عندك سنو بيصير حاجة من حاجات دي كلها كده.
The chairman of Central Equatoria State Chamber of Commerce confirmed to iRadio that alleged extortion of money from traders by soldiers deployed along the Juba-Lanyam-Robor-Yei route. Robert Pitia says the SSPDF soldiers have set up several roadblocks where they are collecting between 10,000 to 30,000 pounds per truck carrying goods.
From Juba to Lanya, there's more than 20 roadblocks. Then from Lanya also to Yei, there's almost going to 10 or 15. Then from Yei to Morobo, there's almost 4 or 5 roadblocks. These roadblocks creating problems to our local business community. One is, first of all, they harass them, intimidating them, and they should pay anything, even a charcoal.
When contacted by iRadio, the SSPDF spokesperson Major General Lul Roy Kong says they are unaware of the claims but promise that investigations will commence immediately.
I would like to say that the allegation has not yet come to our attention as the command. However, I brought it to their attention, and the concerned authority said they would get in touch with the commanding officers deployed along Juba Yei Road to find out if there are some elements within our ranks and files who are taxing civilians.
In March last year, the governor of Central Equatoria State ordered the immediate removal of all illegal checkpoints and roadblocks across the state. Governor Emmanuel Adil Anthony in the order revealed that illegal checkpoints managed by security officers were hindering movements of people and goods in the states. But few months later in September, the police also announced the arrest of more than 18 members of the organized forces accused of staging illegal roadblocks along the Nimli-Juba highway with the intention of extorting money from truck drivers. But Robert Pitia argues that removing illegal checkpoints requires paying the organized forces on time.
The soldiers should be paid on time, and their food should be given to them on time. And also, there should be harsh punishment so that they know their institution mandated to collect money. Not anyone in uniform put a roadblocks and starting charging. This roadblock have been created to create illegal taxes on these innocent people. Their mandate is to create a conducive environment for security, to secure the place, and not to levy illegal charges or taxes.
The East African Business Council is urging the South Sudan government to fully implement the community's single custom territory to boost intra-trade in the region. My colleague Lasuba Memo has a report.
The appeal comes after the council said it held a public-private dialogue at the Elegu-Nimule one-stop border point on Friday, drawing over 40 officials from trade facilitation agencies, importers, exporters, transporters, and women cross-border traders. This, it said, was to find out solutions to ease the free movement of persons and cargo at the Elegu-Nimule border post. The council said transporters, traders, clearing and forwarding agents complained that delayed implementation of the EAC single customs territory by South Sudan has caused delays in the clearance of cargo at the border. The transporters reported that occasionally trucks await clearance for 2 days in the parking yard. Among other concerns it presents to the government of South Sudan, the EABC complained there is harassment of cross-border traders by some security personnel, such as confiscation of merchandise and absence of facilities for holding animals that are suspected to have diseases by the inspectors at the border. South Sudan joined the East African Community in April 2016. The council revealed that in 2020, South Sudan's export to the EAC partner states amounted to 87 million US dollars, while imports 573 million US dollars. According to the council, the Ugandan side of the one border post facility hosts South Sudan's custom agency officials only, as the integration of other trade facilitation agencies is still pending. The council further called for the adoption of technology and digitization of the customs system to avoid manual processing of documents by South Sudan customs officers delaying clearance. It also demanded the need to redevelop and expand road infrastructure on the Nimule side to accommodate the growing traffic from the South Sudan side into the Ugandan border post facility. In its message to the regional leaders, the council appealed to the EAC Secretariat to mobilize more resources to support South Sudan finalize the construction of the one-stop border post and implementation of EAC protocols and commitments in order to facilitate trade. For iRadio, I'm Lasuba Memo.
The South Sudan Bureau of Standards has introduced a 5,000 South Sudanese pounds administrative fee for all cargo vehicles entering and exiting the country effective yesterday. In a letter seen by iRadio, the Bureau of Standards notified all clearing agents, importers, and traders at the Nimli border point to obey the new administrative fee, saying it is mandatory. The statement partly read, and I quote, "With due respect and honor to our esteemed clients, the administration of South Sudan Bureau of Standards is hereby informing all exporters, importers, traders, and clearing agents that with effect from 10th of February 2022, the administrative fee, which is authorized to be applied or collected since 2019 by South Sudan Bureau of Standards in the Public Finance Act 2019-2020, will be applied accordingly." End quote. Responding to the directive, the chairperson of the clearing agent in Nimli town says the importers are unwilling to pay the administrative fee imposed by South Sudan Bureau of Standards. Deng Daniel says the payment of the fee that was effected yesterday is likely to cause tension among the importers and the custom authority. This, he says, is likely to affect the flow of goods in the country. Deng says as of yesterday, less than 150 trucks were released compared to over 500 trucks being released at Nimli border on daily basis.
We try to engage the importers and making them aware about the new cycle or about the new policy in place. But many of them have been demanded, if the money is going to be paid through the bank or the cash payment. We told them that this money is needed in the office, we pay as cash, and there's a receipt that will be issued after the payment. So most of the that has been collecting in percentages, they already have the tariff on ground. So the 5,000 is increasing the cost of the clearance if it is going to be implemented. So most of the traders have said no to this.
This fee comes barely a month after South Sudan slapped an annual fee of $100 and $30 entry fee on all vehicles that enter or exit the country. The charges is to be effective March 1st, 2022. The East African Business Council earlier said the new charges threaten to again disrupt trade and travel between the country and its East African neighbors. The Council petitioned South Sudan Ministry of Interior to ensure that vehicles from the East African community are exempted from these new charges. Deng Daniel also appealed to the South Sudan authorities to annul the 5,000 South Sudanese pounds and the $130 annual and exit fee entry posted earlier. He says if this is not done, it will lead to skyrocketing prices of basic commodities in the country.
We communicated this morning to all the institutions at the border, and we told them that if this collection continues tomorrow, we as the clear agent, because we don't pay from our pocket. It is the traders that are giving us the money. If the traders decline to give us the money, then we shall sit down and we don't work. The money does not come directly from us, and the traders have refused to send up for us the money. What do we do? All these circulars are going to be implemented. Of course, the traders will not have an option rather than to lay down their tools. Right now, if you come to Nimuli border, the parking yard is full. Because once when there's a delay at the border, you will hear that the price of this commodity has risen in the market. Today, we released less than 100 trucks, and it is because of this in an implication of the 5,000 as administrative fee. So it is going to slow down the work. Initially, in a business day, we released in the range of 400 to 600.
You are listening to iRadio Afternoon News. The Commissioner of Rural County in Jonglei State says at least 24 people have been reported killed in a cattle-related violence in the area over the weekend. Authorities in Ruweng administrative area have released 4 men who have been reportedly under detention on orders of a Warpen County Commissioner. And traders plying the Juba-Yei road have accused some members of the SSPDF of extorting money from them on the highway. That's the end of iRadio Afternoon News. You can also get these stories and updates by subscribing to iRadio News Alert on your MTN South Sudan number. Call 700 or *700# and follow the instructions. If there is a story or an event you would like iRadio to cover or report about, please send us a text message on +211 912 986 986. It is also our WhatsApp number. Follow us on Twitter at iRadio Juba, like our Facebook page iRadio, subscribe to our YouTube channel iRadio South Sudan, and watch our comprehensive interviews. You can also visit our website and listen to us online at www.iradio.org. Stay tuned for the news in Arabic at 1:30. I am Yar Ajakdeng. Thank you for listening.